What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make sell pads for your realms. So, I'll give a quick explanation on what they are. Basically, to sell things in a shop, you can go up to a button and click things, which I showed how to do that in one of my previous videos, which you should definitely check that out. But instead of having to go up and sell all your items, that can take a lot of time, and your players can get, well, they can get just bored. So what I've done is I put together a system where all a player has to do is stand on a beacon, and then it'll sell any sellable items in their inventory, and it goes super fast and is super efficient. So I'm going to be showing you how to make that in today's video. So now the first thing we're going to actually have to do is make an ID system. Now this may sound complicated, but trust me, it is not. And I want to give a shout out to Dacon Blackers. He is a good friend of mine, and me and him actually created this system. So if you want to see that video, go to his channel. It is called How to Make Any Command Multiplayer Friendly. Yeah, you should definitely check it out. Again, his name is Dacon Blackos, and yeah, help him reach his goal of 100,000 subscribers. But here's how to make the ID system. So, first thing you're going to want to do, okay, put a command block down. Open it, and then put it to repeat, always active, okay? Now you're going to want to do test for at A, and then you're done here. You're going to now want to grab a comparator, piece of redstone, and then an observer. There's not too much redstone in this, don't worry. This is about all it's going to be. You're going to put your comparator down, and then your redstone down, and then your observer. So whenever someone joins or leaves, this will send out a signal. Which what this is going to do now is actually, I'm going to put a command block here, just impulse needs redstone, and scoreboard, objectives, remove, and then ID. Okay, now I'm going to put a command on top of that. It is going to be a chain, and then always active. So this one is going to be scoreboard objectives add ID dummy. Okay, so now whenever someone leaves the game or joins, it'll reset this, and then it'll delete the scoreboard and add it back. So now what we got to do is add it so there are players to this. So okay, what I'm going to do now is put a repeating command block down, and then put it to always active, okay? And the first thing I'm going to do, execute at A, okay? And then tilde, scoreboard players add at S, ID 0. Okay, let me retype that. And actually, you don't need to execute at A. Scoreboard players add at S, ID 0. Ignore the first where I typed it. I was pressing tab, and for some reason, it didn't want to wait. But have the command like this. Don't mess up like I did. But yeah, okay. Once you have this one done, now you're going to want to place a command block on top of that, okay? Have that be chain, and then always active, okay? And now you're going to want to do execute at A, or actually execute at P. Don't do at A, at P. And then scores equal, scores equal, then you're going to put one of these squiggly brackets. Then you're going to want to do ID equals 0, okay? And then you're going to do tilde, okay? And then scoreboard, so scoreboard, players, add, and then IDG, okay? ID 1, okay? I know that can be a bit weird, but just trust me on that, okay? Make sure you have this on the right order, and then now we can move on to the next command. So I'm gonna actually scoreboard objective set display. Actually, I don't think I have it added right now as, oh, no, it's there. Okay, ignore that. So set display, sidebar, and then ID. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing there. Now if I should have a score of 0. Let me see what I did. Players add, oh, I put at S. Make sure to put at A. I'm sorry that I messed up here. But it was a simple error. Okay, ignore that it's going up. We will fix that in just a second. So now what we're going to do is actually put this command here, okay? So scoreboard players, wait, yeah, scoreboard players operation, okay? And then ID equals at P, scores equal, and then, scores, not score, scores equal, curly bracket, and then you're going to want to put, what's it, ID equals 0, okay? And then put that, and then ID. And if I did that correctly, oh, no, I did that backwards. I'm sorry, I messed that up. but it is going to be a quick fix. I just have to switch it around. So at P, scores equal squiggly bracket, and then ID equals 0. Put it like that. ID equals IDG ID. Okay, there we go. Now, as you can see, I have 1. So if I get someone to join the game, then they will have 2, and then so on and so forth. Now, what I'm going to be showing you will work on a realm, so up to 10 players and then the owner of the realm, so it will work for a total of 11 players. But if you're doing this for a regular survival world, and not a survival, but like a regular world, um, obviously that by default can go up to 8, but you can actually change that to 30 if you didn't know with the set max players command. But that will not work here. So if you're gonna use this here, try to keep the cap at 11 players. Okay, but now that we have the ID system done, let me show you how to do cell pads. So the way I'm gonna show you how to do that is you're gonna first put a command block down, okay? And then you're gonna want to put execute at A, yep, at A, scores equal, and then wiggly bracket, ID equals 1. Okay, now this is very important. Now you start out with a 1, and then I will show you how to be changing this for the next player, which is actually pretty easy. Okay, so you're going to put tilde, test for block, okay, tilde, -1, tilde, beacon, and then that should be it, I believe. So if I go here, make this repeating, always active, and then, yep, there we go, I typed it correctly. And now what I'm going to do is, like I said, you have to do this for 11 players, so it can get really repetitive. But I'll show you how to do this for 3 players, and you'll get the idea of it, okay? So now you're going to want to change ID1 to ID2. Once you've done that, that is the first command for the second player done. And then for the third player, it's going to be the same thing. So you're going to want to do this all the way till you get to 11 players, so ID equals 11, and then you'll be done with the first row. Now, once we are done with that, we are actually going to take a repeating command block, put it in front of that, make sure, yep, it's repeating, unconditional, and then always active. Actually, it's going to be repeating conditional, always active. Sorry about that. And now this is where we're going to actually start our selling, okay? So how a sell works, how, like, sell an item, I want to sell 1 piece of cobblestone, right? And it'll give me $1. Now, the issue with this, we can't do 5 cobblestone for $1. That, I mean, could have some issues, so we have to do 1 item. So, what we're going to do is, why did that do that? Clear at P, scores equal, and then, squiggly bracket, okay, I'm sorry, that messed up. Scores equal, squiggly bracket, ID equals 1, because this is the first row again, and then close it off, and then, like I said, we're going to do cobblestone, so cobblestone, and then 0, 1. Now, the 0 is the damage value of it, and then the 1 is the amount. So don't worry about the 1. But, for instance, if you're going to do lapis, per se, right? It would actually be clear at P, die, and then 4, 1, because lapis has a damage value of 4. But, if you're going to do more advanced stuff like that, just play around with it. But, yeah, you should be able to find the damage value. Okay, so most items have it as 0, so don't let that confuse you. Now I'm going to copy this command block actually, and then put this here. Change that 1 to a 2. And then here I'm going to do the same exact thing. Change that 1 to a 3. Okay? And now once I'm done there, it is going to be one more command block after that. So, scoreboard players add at P, boys equal, and then we're going to put a squiggly bracket. ID equals 1 because we're back in the first row again. And then we're going to put a money scoreboard. So mine is just money. And then I want my cobblestone to, let's make it sell for $5 each. How about that? So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to put this on a chain. Make sure it's conditional. And then put it as always active. I'm going to copy this command block. Move it over here. And then I'm going to change it for this to a 2. And then I'm going to change this one to a 3. So, I'll show you this now to let you know that this works, and I'll show you how to add an additional item, because this is just a setup, and then I'll show you how to continue it on, because it is going to be a little bit different, but it's pretty similar. Alright, so I set this up with a beacon, and then I'm going to grab myself, where's cobblestone? There it is. I'm going to grab myself stack cobblestone, and as you can see, my money is right here. I have 996, And then I'm going to place my beacon down, stand on it, and as you can see, my cobblestone is selling. And now, as you can see, my money went up. So 13/16, I'm going to just grab myself one piece of cobblestone right here. I clicked it, it sold, but it went up $5. So yeah, that's proof showing you it works. Let me show you how to continue this really quickly, and then we will be done here. So, I'm going to take the command block, and actually, it's going to be similar to this. So I'm going to actually just copy this command block to save time here. But you're going to want to place it down here. Make sure this is a chain, an unconditional, and always active, okay? And now, this would be on my second item that I want the cell pads to work with. So, now I'm going to put this as dirt, and you would do the same thing, just changing the ID to 2 and to 3, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to change it. So, then it's going to be pretty much the same like this. I'm going to just take my money, and I want dirt to sell for $1 each, okay? Now, if I wanted to do, let's say, I don't know, a stone block, right? I would take this command block, put it over here, it'd be the exact same, just chain, and then make the dirt and put it as whatever block, but if I'm doing stone, I change it to stone, then I put a command block adding the money after it, and then, yeah, you can just continue this on with all the items you want it to work with. Like I said earlier, you'd have to change the ID from a 1 to a 2 if you're doing this row, and to a 3 if you're doing this. I know it's tedious, but trust me, it is the only way you're going to get it to work. So, now, like I did over here is I did ID 3, but you're going to want to do this all the way to ID 11 if you're making this work on one of your realms. So now if I do this, and then I grab a stack of dirt, and then a stack of cobblestone, the neat thing with this is actually I can sell my dirt and my cobblestone at the exact same time. So if I had 10 different items that cell pads could sell, right, I could have all 10 stacks in my inventory and then they would all sell at the same time. So that is a really cool thing about these. They save a lot of time. They can make players want to play more because it's not a hassle to sell items anymore. It's really fast and it just makes the game more fun overall. Yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below in the comments. I make sure to read the comments and I will try to get back to you. If you have any command ideas that you think are interesting, but you're not 100% sure on how to do them, feel free to leave a comment down below. If I think it's interesting, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, if you liked this video, make sure to leave a like. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.